Hello students and welcome back to Ekansh Tutors. So let us start with the exercise of our first chapter in Astrologer's Day. तो हमने पिछले क्लास में सैटरडे को एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स डे के बारे में पूरा पढ़ लिया था, राइट? कि एस्ट्रोलॉजर ने कैसे एक इंसान को उल्लू बनाया, राइट? आज हम उसकी एक्सरसाइज सॉल्व कर रहे हैं. सो यहाँ पर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है कि गिवन बिलो आर सम डिस्क्रिप्शंस, डिस्कस देम विद योर पार्टनर एंड फाइंड आउट वन वर्ड फॉर ईच ऑफ देम. एन एग्जांपल इज गिवन फॉर यू. तो सबसे पहले द स्टडी ऑफ द मूवमेंट्स ऑफ द प्लैनेट्स सन मून एंड स्टार्स इन द बिलीव दैट दीज मूवमेंट्स कैन हैव एन इन्फ्लुएंस ऑन पीपल्स लाइफ. तो ऐसी कौन सी स्टडी है जो मूवमेंट ऑफ प्लैनेट्स के बारे में बात करती है और वो ये बिलीव करती है कि ये जो प्लैनेट्स की मूवमेंट होती है ये लोगों की जिंदगी पर अफेक्ट करती है. तो ऐसे स्टडी को हम क्या कहते हैं? ऐसे स्टडी को हम कहते हैं एस्ट्रोलॉजी. ठीक है, ऐसे स्टडी को हम क्या कहते हैं? एस्ट्रोलॉजी कहते हैं. उसके बाद में अब प्रिडिक्शन ऑफ व्हाट विल हैपन इन फ्यूचर. ऐसा क्या होता है जो हम प्रिडिक्ट कर सकता है कि फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है? तो इट इज प्रोफेसी. प्रोफेसी. ठीक है, प्रोफेसी प्रिडिक्शन होती है कि आपके फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है. साइंटिफिक डिसिप्लिन दैट स्टडीज मेंटल स्टेट एंड प्रोसेस एंड बिहेवियर इन ह्यूमन एंड अदर एनिमल्स. ऐसी कौन सी साइंटिफिक डिसिप्लिन होती है जो पढ़ाई करती है एनिमल्स और अदर ह्यूमंस के बिहेवियर के बारे में और उनके मेंटल स्टेट के बारे में? तो उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? साइकोलॉजी. उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? साइकोलॉजी. ठीक है, अब आगे स्टोरी में. इन द स्टोरी वी आर टोल्ड दैट द टाउन हॉल पार्क was a remarkable place in many ways for an astrologer to build his business. Discuss it in a group and list the exceptional qualities of the place. तो जैसे कि हमको बताया गया है कि टाउन पार्क, जो टाउन हॉल पार्क है, वो एस्ट्रोलॉजर के लिए बहुत अच्छी जगह है उसके बिजनेस के लिए. तो आप आपके ग्रुप के साथ में डिस्कस करो और बताओ कि उस प्लेस में ऐसी कौन सी क्वालिटीज है. सबसे पहले हमें गिवन है कि असर्जिंग असर्जिंग क्राउड. इसका मतलब बहुत ज्यादा चलती फिरती क्राउड. उसके बाद में है मैजिशियंस, राइट? द सेकंड इज द मैजिशियन, राइट? देन इज द auctioneer of cheap clothes. उसके बाद में कौन था? वॉसिफेरस वेंडर ऑफ फ्राइड ग्राउंडनट्स. और उसके बाद में अ वेराइटी ऑफ ट्रेड्स एंड ऑक्यूपेशंस. ठीक है, लाइक मेडिसिन सेलर, सेलर ऑफ स्टोल हार्डवेयर एंड जंक. इसके बाद में क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 में हमें क्या पूछा गया है? एस्ट्रोलॉजर नेवर ओपनड हिज माउथ टिल द अदर हैड स्पोकन फॉर एटलीस्ट 10 मिनट्स. डिस्कस द रीजन बिहाइंड हिज एक्ट. तो उसके पीछे के रीजंस क्या थे? सबसे पहला, ही इज अ गुड एट रीडिंग पीपल. सेकंड, ही ऑब्टेन्ड अ लॉट ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. ठीक है. थर्ड, he could analyze their character. And understand problem. फोर्थ वाला क्या था? He could easily frame his statement. ठीक है, आई होप यहाँ तक किसी को कोई डाउट ना हो। उसके बाद में द टैक्टिक्स यूज्ड बाय द एस्ट्रोलॉजर टू अर्न हिज वेजेस आर, ऐसे कौन से प्रैक्टिस थे जो वो यूज करके अपने वेजेस मतलब अपने पैसे कमाता था। एनालिसिस ऑफ ह्यूमन ट्रबल्स, दूसरा परसेप्शन ऑफ वूज ऑफ हिज कस्टमर्स, तो लेट्स जस्ट राइट परसेप्शन ऑफ वूज। उसके बाद सुटेबल स्टेटमेंट्स, और लास्टली ambiguous and general questions। ठीक है, अब an astrologer's appearance helped to create an impression on his clients, complete the following। सबसे पहले था the turban on his head, फिर the sacred ash and vermilion on his forehead, उसके बाद है dark whiskers covering the face, उसके बाद a sparkle in his eyes, right? अब read the following sentences and choose the correct one। सबसे पहले astrologer say that if Nayak does not leave his village again, he would, करेक्ट आंसर क्या है, फेस डेंजर। सबसे पहला क्या है, फेस डेंजर। According to the narrator, the astrologer's success in his profession is primarily due to his understanding of people। Third, the story suggests that the astrologer's comments and observation pleased people by flattering them or supporting their own views। Fourth, Guru Nanak, the astrologer, uh, because he wants to, or Guru Nanak consults the astrologer because he wants to get the answer to a specific question। Guru Nanak is looking for the man who tried to kill him to take the revenge। The astrologer remark makes Guru Nanak feel all of the following except suspicious। And lastly, reaction of the astrologer's wife to his newest suggests that she was unaware of his past। ठीक है, तो that's it। Now, the next question, read the following sentences and find out true and false sentences. Correct the false sentences। The very first is, the astrologer gave a correct prediction to the client about his past, that he was stabbed, thrown into a well, and left for dead। So, is it true or is it false? Yes, it is true। The next one. When the astrologer came to know that the man whom he killed is alive, he felt that he was relieved of his guilt। Yes, it is true। The next. The astrologer tried to back out of the deal and talked about the clan's past. So, false, right? And what is the correct statement? It is, the astrologer struck a bargain with the client and then talked about the client's past। Now, the fourth one. The astrologer rescued himself from Guru Nayak's revenge. So, yes, it is true. The last one. The moral of the story is that we must be responsible about what we have done and should not run away from our mistakes. So, it is false. The moral is that we should never believe in superstitions. The next question. The astrologer has changed his appearance and his persona when he arrived in the city. Give specific reasons for this. So, let us give some reasons for this. Let me write it over here. The astrologer thought that he had killed a man. After a quarrel, he was afraid that he would be arrested. And jailed for this crime. Hence, to avoid detection, he changed his appearance. And his persona when he arrived in the city. Okay, now the next one. This is for the fifth one. The sixth one. The darkness load that was inside the astrologer has disappeared. Through this sentence, explain the significance of the title An Astrologer's Day. Okay, so the seventh one question is the astrologer feels revealed that Guru is not dead as it relieves a great burden from him. Critically justify the statement and explain it. Now both the questions means the same. So here we are with the question number 6 and 7 solution. The astrologer thought he had killed a man. Now it continues this particular answer itself. So the same as fifth, and after city, you have to write, however, he still felt guilty for what he had done. When he came to know that the man he thought he had killed was actually alive, the dark lord inside him disappeared. And it made his day. This is the significance of the title An Astrologer's Day. Over here, we have completed question number 6 and question number 7. Now, come to question number 8. The astrologer wins, gets the sympathy of criticism of the readers. In the end, express your opinion with the support of the main story. Now, this is a general question and it is an opinion based question. So, all of us can have different opinions. Okay. So, some may sympathize with the astrologer and can say that he did not initially or intentionally kill Guru Nayak and he should not have tried to run away but should have accepted the responsibility for his crime. However, he is genuinely sorry for what had happened. So it's okay. His words like a great load is gone from me today. I thought I had the blood of a man on my hands all these years indicates that he was really guilty and hence some may sympathize with him and some may not. But the question says that if we have, sorry, it is asking for the sympathy. So we should answer the question in such a way that it is sympathizing astrologer. Okay. Again, it's an opinion based question, so you can write it in your own words. Now, coming to the question number 9. If we have to eradicate the superstition and other ill practices from our society, what steps would you like to suggest? So, again, it's an individual question. So, you can answer this particular question number 9. Okay. Now, last question. In the story, astrologer has a great listening power. Listening helps in developing good relations with people. Express your opinion. Again, an opinion based question. So, I'll suggest that question number 8, 9, and 10. are opinion based questions. So take it as a homework and try to complete it. And if you are not able to complete it, just mention it in the comment. So I will go through it and I will help you complete this questions. Okay, now let us jump on to question number A3, first one. In the story, the following characters reveals their qualities through words and actions. Pick out the words that describes them from the box and write in the appropriate column. So astrologer, Guru Nayak, and astrologer's wife. So if we talk about astrologer, then it is his shred. Guru Nanak is manipulative and astrologer's wife is caring. Now astrologer is also clever. Suspicious, it's astrologer's wife. She was suspicious at the end, right? Gullible is Guru Nayak. Arrogant is again Guru Nayak. Demanding, again Guru Nayak. Antagonistic, okay, antagonistic, I guess it's again Guru Nayak. Quarrelsome is Guru Nayak. Okay, so let me just write G over here. Uh, Shred is astrologer. Clever is astrologer. Suspicious is astrologer's wife. Gullible is Guru Nanak. Arrogant is Guru Nanak. Demanding is Guru Nanak. Antigious is. Who is Antigious? Yeah, again Guru Nanak. Quarrelsome is Guru Nanak. Overconfident is. Mm, it is astrologer because sometimes he used to get overconfident. Then manipulative is astrologer because he manipulates. But yeah, manipulative is actually Guru Nayak, right? Skeptical, skeptical, it should be. Um, I guess it should be astrologer. Mystical is astrologer. Smart, yeah, it is astrologer. Caring is astrologer's wife. Protective is astrologer's wife. Sharp is astrologer. Rational, no one is rational over here, right? Then mean, okay, mean astrologer. Intuitive is astrologer. Aggressive is Guru Nayak. Worried is astrologer's wife. Cunning is. Was there anyone cunning? Yes, it was astrologer. Humanistic is astrologer's wife. And lastly, impatient. It is Guru Nayak. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you. Now, coming to the next question, which is match the suffix with the words and make nouns. One is done for you. Okay, so it's auctioneer, the first one. It can be uh, enchantment. enchantment, right? So like it's like incant and then ment. The next can be knowledge, know, and then ledge. After knowledge, it can be preparation, and after preparation, it can be procedure. After procedure, it can be appearance. And after appearance, it can be remarkable. Okay, now the next question. An astrologer's day has ironic elements where the astrologer pretends to have supernatural knowledge that coincidentally turns out to be the truth. Irony means a situation or statement characterized by a significant difference between what is expected and what actually happens, or between what is understood and what it means. Find out the examples of irony from the story and write them down. One has been done for you. Okay? So, if we talk about that, the first irony which we can see is he knew no more of what was going to happen to others than he knew what was going to happen to himself the next minute, right? It is already given to us. Now, the second one. He was as much a stranger to the stars as were his innocent customers. The next, he said things which pleased and astonished everyone. That was more a matter of study, practice, and shrewd guesswork. Now, in the story, many Indian words are used. Cowrie shells. This is an example of code mixing. Find out other such words from the story and write them down. Okay, turban. Again, it's an Indian word. I don't think so any other word is there. Okay. Now, there are some phrases where the word crown is used with different shade of meaning. Use the following phrases to complete the sentences meaningfully. Once is done for you. Crowning achievement, to crown the effect, crown of thrones, crowning glory, to crown it all. The crown, the effect, to crown the effect, he wore a saffron colored turban around his head. The work of Shakespeare are the crowning glory. This is for A. Amitabh has given an awesome movies throughout 5 decades, but his crowning achievement is his performance in the movie Black. In her pursuit of success, Radha has distanced herself from her family. Her fame has become a real crown of thrones. They threw a wonderful party for me with costumes, games, and to crown it all, my favorite kind of ice cream. And lastly, medical science has great inventions, but organ transplantation is definitely crown the effect for human beings. Or we can say a crowning achievement. Okay? Use the words given in the brackets and rewrite the sentences. Okay, the very first, the power of his eyes was considerably enhanced, and we have to use enhancement. So, the correct answer would be there was considerable enhancement in the power of his eyes. The second one, he had a working analysis of mankind's trouble. So working should be changed to worked. Okay, now these type of questions come in your grammatical section of the paper. For the B1, it should be he had worked out an analysis of mankind's trouble. He knew what was going to happen to himself next minute. It should be happening, right? So he knew what could be happening to himself the next minute. If you find my answer satisfactory, will you give me 5 rupees? So, if my answer gives you satisfaction, will you give me 5 rupees? He shook his head regretfully. He shook his head with regret. It was a bewildering crisscross of light rays. He was bewildering by the crisscross of light rays. I should have been dead if some passerby had not chanced to peep into the well, exclaimed the other, overwhelmed by enthusiasm. So, I should have been dead if some passerby had not chanced to peep into the whale. Exclaimed the other enthusiastically. You tried to kill him. So, you tried killing him. I will prepare some nice stuff for her. I will make a preparation of some nice stuff for her. The other groaned on hearing it. The other groaned when he heard it. Now, these are some of the grammar questions which we will be learning. The first is prepare a speech on science and superstitions, so you have to do it by your own. These are the grammatical explained or expanded questions, right? Read the following proverbs and share your views and expand the ideas. Then the next is Bill Norton has written a collection of wonderful stories which you can read in his book, and then read all the stories and discuss their themes with your partner, or what you can read and surf the internet and find out the career opportunities in astronomy. Okay, so now these are some things which you have to do by your own. For the A6, there is no need to do. If you like, you can go through the novels and you can read them, but there is no such need for the examination. But when it comes to A5, the speech writing or the expanding the ideas can come, So do it by your own. And if you don't get it, you can comment down below, so we'll discuss it in the next week. Thank you for watching the video. Comment down for any doubts or any questions. Share it amongst your friends and subscribe the channel. Thank you everyone.